Alright, so I got a story here from BoundingTheComics.com. Original Pinhead actor Doug Bradley unimpressed with Hellraiser Reboot's gender swamping of horror icon. None of that will make the movie work or not, it's the story. Which is extremely true. I mean, there's absolutely no question about it, but we'll see how that works out for him and see how some of the people respond. I imagine they won't be too happy about it, but we'll see. Oops. Though the upcoming soft reboot of Clive Barker's Hellraiser has taken to lauding its female version of Pinhead as a selling point, the horror icon's original actor Doug Bradley isn't ready to sing such praise until he sees what the film's production team does with the concept. That's exactly how it should be. I imagine everybody feels that way, to be honest. But anyway, it talks about it's directed by, it'll center on the character of Riley, portrayed by Odessa Azion, blah, 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 everything. It goes on. It says, the film will see the franchise's iconic antagonist Pinhead reimagined as a woman with transgender actress Jamie Clayton from Sense8 set to bring this new version of the Cenobite leader to life on the small screen. We knew we wanted Pinhead to be a woman. Jamie was just the right person for the role. A person's identity can be really exciting for a role in many ways, but I have to emphasize that Jamie absolutely killed. That's how we got here. It's like, man, come on, dude. Who gives a flying fuck if it's a man or a woman? It's about the story. It's about, is it good? Anyway, and they kind of give some history about it. I'll link this in the description box if you want to read it for yourself. Talk about the role, the character's first appearance in the original Hellraiser through to his MMORPG based outing in Hellraiser Hellworld. Bruckner admitted what Doug Bradley did with the character was so iconic. We didn't want to do a Doug Bradley impression. We just didn't think that was possible to do. There will be suffering, but you're going to get a sense of what Pinhead's desires might be in a way that hits a little different. The director also noted that Barker himself has been very involved with the film's production. Recalling to the entertainment news outlet, Clive came on before the shoot when we were in prep and was really just a wonderful resource for me. He was really generous with his time. The usual kind of stuff you'd expect. I don't want to make this video too long because, quite frankly, if you're a fan of the Pinhead character or the Hellraiser movies or whatever, basically you're going to take the same kind of tact that it's saying here, that Bradley's saying here. It's all about the story. It's all about, is it good? Is it done well? He says, he was at some con, he says, I don't know Jamie. Of course, they've taken even a little bit of a wrinkle in that because Jamie is transgender. I'm not familiar with her recent work, but there was a science fiction series on Netflix several years ago called Sense8, which I was quite a fan of Jamie of. Jamie was in that. I really liked her performance in that. I really can't say more than that. I do like to point out that I did wear a skirt as Pinhead. It's an interesting casting decision, though this time he had the caveat, well, that only goes so far. We say female Pinhead like we know what that means, but there are a million shades of femininity. Where exactly are they going to go with that? Everything about Hellraiser has always been transgressive. Everything, always, from start to finish. It's not a new idea in that sense. But I'm intrigued. I'm in the same position as all the rest of you, I guess, to see where that goes. I guess it comes out October 7th. I didn't know it was that damn close. I knew they were doing a reboot, but I didn't know it was coming out that soon. Anyway, it's just, again, not to repeat yourself 100 times, but it's all about the story. It's all about how it's done. If it's done well, then people will probably be okay with it. Most people won't give a shit. But if it's done bad, if the whole basis of the thing is, hey, we got a female Pinhead here, folks, and she's transgender, it's like, okay, who gives a fuck? No one's going to care. Anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.